Yeah.
All right, Paul, I know you had some good teachers when it comes to learning about weather and weather
science teachers.
That's right, and math. We rely on you for all those things. So we're hoping for another little miracle here of rain.
Yeah, we'll take, I don't know if it's going to be a miracle, but it will be very welcome in terms of just another round of rain, and we'll be able to add up those numbers without an advanced degree in mathematics. It's not going to be that much rain, but another round of rain is going to be moving in throughout the day on Wednesday, sticking around in waves off and on Thursday night, even into Friday before that storm system makes its way onshore, and then the forecast is going to dry out over the weekend. But let's take a look at things as they stand right now on the satellite and Doppler combined. A few showers farther to our north in the higher elevations, but we are dry across the Bay Area. That's going to remain the case as we head through the rest of tonight. What we are going to see, or not be able to see because of, is that locally dense fog really spreading out. All of this gray is fog that's going to be really spread out across the Bay Area to begin the day on Wednesday. But we're still dry at that point. That's going to change already by late morning with showers moving into the North Bay. That activity is going to dive down towards the Golden Gate by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I think the fog is going to impact the morning commute, and the shower activity is going to impact the afternoon and evening commute. This activity is going to be light. No heavy downpours, but enough to wet down the roads, provide plenty of puddles for folks to splash their way through. That shower activity moves off to the east tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. A little break in the action continues into early Thursday morning, but another wave of rain is going to be moving in. This is going to be a little bit heavier. You see some angrier colors on the radar simulation, just indicating some heavier downpours and the potential, as the heart of that storm system gets a little bit closer to us, we could even hear a couple rumbles of thunder. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Even the possibility of some small hail out of the strongest cells by midday Thursday into Thursday afternoon. How much rain are we talking about once we add up the different waves of rain that are going to continue into early Friday? On the low end, in the green shaded areas, that's where we're looking at 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 inch of rain in the Santa Clara Valley, in the rain shadow of the Santa Cruz Mountains, inland in the East Bay. But then you get into that shade in between green and blue. That's 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of rain. That includes some of the more densely populated parts of the Bay Area. You get into the higher elevations and north of the Golden Gate, 1/2 inch to 1 inch of rain, and then some of the highest terrain spots in the North Bay Mountains and the Santa Cruz Mountains picking up more than 1 inch of rain as we added up these waves of rain, the first of which moves in tomorrow, but continuing through about midday on Friday. The winds are going to be a bit gusty whenever those bursts of heavier rain move in. So the winds aren't a problem to begin the day tomorrow. They're going to pick up tomorrow afternoon and evening, some 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts. Not strong enough for a wind advisory, but enough to move you around on those wet roads if you're not careful. The winds die down during that little break in the action early Thursday, but then the winds pick back up. More 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts likely by Thursday afternoon and evening. All that's in the future. Right now, we're just waiting on it. Nice conditions out there this evening. Any outdoor plans tonight? Go ahead. Temperatures today a little below average, upper 50s along the coast, low to mid 60s around the Bay, and even the North Bay only reached up to the mid 60s in Santa Rosa, with upper 60s in Concord and San Jose. Temperatures right now still in the 60s inland and even around the Bay, low 60s with mid 50s right along the coast. Those numbers drop down to the 40s tonight. Everybody ends up in the 40s by early Wednesday morning with that locally dense fog to begin the day. Temperatures only warm up to around 60 degrees in the North Bay because of the earlier arrival of the clouds and the showers. Low to mid 60s around the Bay with upper 60s, close to 70 degrees, where you'll be waiting on the rain a little bit longer inland in the East Bay and the Santa Clara Valley. A rainy day on Thursday doesn't mean it's going to rain everywhere all the time, but keep the umbrella and the rain jacket handy all the way through the first half of the day Friday. And then we dry out over the weekend. In fact, the weekend is looking really nice. Saturday and Sunday, both dry. Sunday, the warmer half of the weekend, even approaching 80 degrees for those high temperatures by the second half of the weekend.